Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. FANHOME Star Wars build the Millennium Falcon. In this video, we'll be completing stage 53 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. enjoy. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for stage 53. That's a really good shot of the cockpit lit up. Droid TIE fighters. Wow. Tri-fighters. Haven't seen them before. Escape pods part 2. So this is the list of the components that come in this stage, and these are the step-by-step instructions. And there are quite a lot here. There's some framing and there's some recess assembly. Yep, it's quite a lot there. So before I begin any build, I would like to make sure what it says we have here we have in here. Where's my knife? Here. Let's have a look. Quite a lot in here. We've got another jig piece. Okay. So it says we've got a couple of hull frames, which we do. We have some connectors, 2-hole and 4-hole connectors. We have this piece, which is the starboard 4 recess. We have a couple of hull detailings here and the jig piece that I've just put aside. So we've got everything that it says we're supposed to have in this stage of the build. We've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So I brought the 2 pieces of framing that came in this stage of the build, and these, so it's TF17 and TF18, and they go together like that. And they're held in place with a 2-hole connector. Which goes here. Well, it will go there. Let me just turn it around. A little fiddly. Get it in its hole. Tighten that first one. Got to put a 2-hole connector here. Sorry, a 2-hole connector here. And we've got to put a 4-hole connector here. I don't seem to have any. 4-hole connectors. 2-hole there, 2-hole there. Yeah, I didn't need that 4-hole connector because there's one here. So that can connect these two together. So we need 3 screws. Starts to hold it together. Final screw in there. Tighten up that first one. There. And we're left with this large piece of upper hull framing. Yep. I'll just turn it over so you can see what it looks like when it's the right way around. That is growing. That's probably about a quarter, maybe almost a half. Yeah, almost half the size. So we'll move on to the recess assembly now. So we're going to be adding some plant detail to this recess here, and this is the sprue tree that we're going to be using. So the first thing we need to do is cut this big piece off here. Okay, yeah, we cut that one off as well. It's got two pins there that fit through there, and we've got to glue them. And this is the orientation it has to be. So it fits in there like that. So I'm going to glue the pins. All around the pins. Like that. And that just fits in here. Like that. Going to glue the back of the pins because I don't think you're going to see the back of it, so I'm just going to put some glue around that. Let's give that a couple of minutes to dry. Okay, so the next piece we need to cut out is detail 4, which is this one down here. Oh no, it's saying detail 2. And detail 2 is this one here. And this one goes up here. This one looks slightly different from theirs. And it's got two pins on the back, and the two pins go in there, like that. So I'm just going to put some glue on those pins. Doesn't matter if I get a bit more glue on there, just so it sticks to it. So, that sits in there. Like that. And the next one is number 3. Okay, number 3 is this one here. Yep, that's number 3 there. And number 3 goes down here at the bottom with those two pins. Probably going to have to use tweezers to get it in there. Find its holes. Got it in. Just going to hold it there for a few seconds. I don't know if that's going to stay there, but next one is detail 4, and detail 4 is this one here. And detail 4 goes there with those 2 pins. There, like that. And detail 5 is this one. Detail 5 goes in those 2 holes there, and that's the orientation. That's the orientation there. That's the orientation there on its side. So those are the 2 pins. Keeps slipping. Hang on. Oh, it goes that way. I have to re-glue that now. Orientation is that way. Let's see how it's going to fit in there. There. Yep, like that. And 6 is this piece. Checking its orientation. That's its orientation. It's got 2 pins there. That's where that goes. And 7 is this one at the top. 7 goes in like that. That's the orientation of 7. The next one is 8. And 8 is this one here. And its orientation is that way around, like that. And 8 goes there, sits in there. That's where 8 goes. And then we get 9. Which is that one. Nine goes up here. I think it goes. Just checking its orientation. Looking where it pins in. Looks like it just slots in there. Yeah, it just slots on top of there. Yeah, it sits there and there, but there's no pins. There's no pins on this, so it's the underside that needs glue. There and there. And that just, there's a little place for it to slot onto, which is there. Doesn't look right, but it's. Then we get 10. Ten is this round one with a protruding stick coming out of it. saying it goes there. Yeah, it's supposed to go there. Yeah, that's its pin there. And it goes in that hole there. So I can maneuver it in its hole there. That's where 10 goes in there. I think it's supposed to go into... Yep, that's 10. 11 is this one here. It's like a little claw. And it's saying it's going on this square here. Yep. Just working out which orientation it goes. Looks like it goes that way around. Okay, it goes that way around. Yep. And 12 is this one. Says it goes in here, stands up like that. Yep, there's a little pin there, like that, and it stands up at the back. There's a little slot. If I can find it. There. Like that. It's not straight, but there. There. That sits up like that. And 13. This might be a really small one. 13 is this one. It's like 2 circles. Thirteen goes. Let's find its orientation. It says 13 goes there. There. There's a slot for it, so... Ah, yes. Yeah, that's its orientation there. That's 13 there, that little tiny one. And then 14 must be this one here. Looks like the last piece from this tree. And its orientation is that way. And has it got any holes? I think it's saying it goes down there. Okay. Might need tweezers to do that one. That's where it goes. That's it. That's all the pieces in. That's what we should have. And that completes stage 53 of the build. So I can get rid of this. Well, there's still a piece on there. Let's just see what it says. Ah, 15. We've got 15 to go on there. I missed it. This one here. It's 15. I nearly threw it away. Because I saw one left on there and it didn't say there would be any left. So this is 15. And 15 goes across here. So it pins in there like that and it goes right across. Back with the glue. Just need to cut the flashing off it. Just checking if it is flashing here, there. Okay, let's glue the pin, that little tiny pin there. And we've got to pin it in that hole there, like that. That's where that goes. Yep, that's it. That's everything in. Yep, I can throw this away. That tree's empty. So yeah, that completes stage 53 of the build. Just, there it is. We've just got to put a screw in there now that the extension's been made with the rib connector. So just going to put a screw in here. Before we put the next frame piece in place. So we've got to get BF7, which I believe this is. Yep. So BF7 lines up like that and goes right next to the rib. With a black screw. You have to push that in place because it's not going to hold until we get the screw in. Like that. Seven is this one. It goes all the way down there. It's another delicate one. Like that. And there's 4 pins. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just seeing where that sits. So, where its pins are. So it sits like that. So we've got 1 pin, 1 hole there, 1 hole there, 1 hole there, and we should have another one. Let's see. So if I sit it there, it's got a hole missing. It's supposed to go. Oh yeah, it's going to sit on a piece. So I'm going to just put glue on the pins like that, and then just fit it in. So I'm going to get these 3 in first. So the first one goes in there, the second one goes in there, and the third one goes in there like that, and the fourth one sits on there. Yep, they're all in. Yep, they're all in. So it goes down, across, and then across and down. Finally, 8 is this one here. This one is ultra delicate. And then so that's an empty sprue now. So this is 8. Let me just check its orientation. So there's a hole down there, you might not be able to see, and then there's a hole, let's see, in there. So I'm just going to put glue on that pin there and that pin there, like that. There it is. So that's in place now. And the next thing that we need to do is spray paint it. Start with matte black. Spray the recess lightly. Do not apply the paint too thickly. A degree of spatter is acceptable, provided in black provide the black has penetrated. Switch to mid-grey and spray a thin coat lightly across the surface at an angle so the paint only touches the high spots, leaving depth. Repeat step 3 to light grey. Okay. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and then I'm going to spray paint it. I've got some paint here, some spray paint. So I've got, this is I don't know what colour this says it is. I don't know what colour that is. Got one there. I've got another one here. I did buy them before. I do have another one somewhere. So I've got black, mid grey, and then I've got a light grey. Oh yeah, I found it here. Yeah, there. There's my three. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the other one back. And I'm going to spray them both. To make sure I don't get them mixed up. So this is the other one that I did before, and it's very different from that one. So I'm seeing if they're labelled at all, but they are very different. So I'm going to get these two spray painted. I've got to make a box that I can spray them into. But yeah, so I've got my spray paints. So I'll spray them both and I'll come back. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.